So please stay for the whole day because it's going to be a packed schedule of lots of dance, music, and some drama for you to enjoy. Our first speaker, I will introduce to you. He's going to share some information about the International Society for Krishna Consciousness and about the meaning of today's special festival. I would like to introduce the devotee who founded the Iskcon Center in Brampton. His name is Vaishnava Das, a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Marga Swami. The Iskcon Brampton Center was founded to provide new people the opportunity to learn about Krishna consciousness and Vedic knowledge. Known to help preaching efforts in Cuba and across Canada, he has enthusiastically created a space for the cultivation of knowledge for both children and adults at our Brampton Center. So please join me in welcoming our honored speaker, Vaishnava Das.
Hare Krishna. Namaham Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutla Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Miti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pasyati Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So welcome all to our third annual Rathayatra festival, the Festival of Chariots. I wish to extend our sincere thanks to all the devotees, the esteemed guests that are here today, and our patrons. And we thank you all for your association today. Now, our MC did thank the city of Brampton. Great. We are very appreciated for the cooperation as well. So today's festival is hosted by Iskcon. Iskcon stands for the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this movement was established by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And the Rathayatra festival, which Srila Prabhupada has inaugurated, has started in 1967 in San Francisco. And today the Rathayatra festival is celebrated in most international societies across the world, with the largest attendance in Puri, which is Orissa state in India, where you get over 1 million people in attendance. So globally we have millions and millions of people attending this function, and this is being the third Rathayatra festival. We hope to continue for the years and years to come and hopefully attract the millions that the other cities do. Now, 30 years ago, I came to the city of Brampton and would never have expected that we would host the Rathayatra festival in Brampton. Brampton 30 years ago was at a completely different demographic and fabric as to what we see today. But thanks to the mercy of the devotees and His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, we are able to host this program, Rathayatra Festival of Chariots, today. Now the festival dates back 5,000 years ago, during the time of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, as most of you know, was born in Mathura, in the Mathura district, and at many pastimes in the village of Vrindavan. Now this pastime, essentially, it exhibits the highest state of love between an individual and God. Now the gopis of Vrindavan were missing Lord Krishna so much that they went up to Kurukshetra and decided to pull the chariot back to Vrindavan. Actually, Vrindavan is a state of beauty, purity, and all peace. Vrindavan does exist. It is in your heart. When we pull the chariots of Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra, we want to pull all of Lord Krishna into our heart and get rid of all the impurities that's there and make our heart Vrindavan, so that the Lord can come and reside in there. Now, to love God does not mean just to love God solely. We have to love God in what we call a complete state. You cannot love God in an impartial state. When you love God, you have to love God and all His creation. You have to love the trees, you have to love the insects, you have to love the birds, you have to love the bees, and you have to love all the animals. So love of God means complete love, unconditional love. You cannot say, I'm a Hindu, and because I love God, I only love Hindus. But you'll have to love Christians, you'll have to love Muslims, you'll have to love Jews, and you'll have to love everybody that exists. There can be no exclusivity in your love with God. It cannot be incomplete. It has to be complete. Therefore, the Hare Krishna movement that follows the path of bhakti are trying to stress to humanity at large that we have to be complete in our love. And we extend this message through the Bhagavad Gita, which Krishna has come and spoken 5,000 years ago. Why do we call God Krishna? Krishna simply means the all-attractive personality. In life, we are attracted to different types of personalities. Someone may have a lot of wealth, we may be attracted to that person. Someone may have a lot of beauty, we are attracted to that person. Someone may have a lot of strength, we are attracted to that person. Someone a lot of knowledge, we are attracted to that person. But in Krishna we find the totality of all six opulences, namely all beauty, all fame, all strength, all wealth, all knowledge and all renunciation. So Krishna is complete in all. So therefore he has the title Krishna, which means the all-attractive personality or Godhead. So our message today, if you can, get hold of a Bhagavad Gita, and you'll find at the end of the Bhagavad Gita, there is a sloka where Krishna says, just surrender, abandon all varieties of religion, surrender unto me, and I will free you from all your sinful reactions. So if you want peace and tranquility in your life, try and read the Bhagavad Gita and understand this universal message. So I want to say to you, today is a festival of love. So let's expand this to all those are present here. Enjoy yourselves and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Vaishnava Das, for that inspiring speech. Up next, I would like us all to give a big warm welcome to our honored guest, Mr. Sanjay Makar. Sanjay Makar is the president of the Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce. He fervently believes in encouraging entrepreneurialism in individuals and institutions, and has devoted considerable personal resources to promoting community and commercial affairs. As the president of the Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce, Sanjay is focused on the Chamber's efforts to promote Canadian and Indian trade relations. Please join me in welcoming our honored guest, Sanjay Makar.
Namaste, Hare Krishna, and a very good afternoon to everybody. Friends, I'm standing here as the president of Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce, and thank you very much for the introduction. I'm very humble and very touched that I've been given the invitations, and you all must be wondering that what business organizations or secular organizations has to do with their religious congregations. But one of the I'd like to answer this question fundamentally. Is religion and spirituality play an important role in everyone's life? And here let me emphasize that we may belong to different faiths and believe in different divinity, and that different in oneness. All scriptures tell that in the path of truth and devotion we are all one. And of course I do have my personal relationship with Iskcon for more than 20 years, as my younger brother has been in the service of Iskcon for almost 22, 23 years back in India. And so this belief system was established long time back in our family, and someone took the challenge of really delivering the message of oneness, which comes from our Bhagavad Gita and Lord Krishna. I'm in the midst of course, Shri Krishna's devotees this morning, and I'd like to take this opportunity to reiterate some teachings here. As the president of the oldest organizations of Indian diaspora here in Canada, I have realized the inherent truth of Shri Krishna's guidance to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. And in the Gita, Shri Krishna delineates 4 aspects of concept of work. First one, the doer has the right to work. The doer has no control on the outcomes, fruit of action. The doers has no control on the root causes of the fruit of action. There's no choice to reveal in inaction. As a professional, I found it hard to accept the idea of doing work, but having no desire or control on outcomes. The concept became much more clear when I got involved in chambers, like in non-profit organizations and many other not only business organizations but also religious organizations and also public service organizations. I sit on the board of United Way of Peel, and it's again impacting the life of people in one way or the other, and that's where I found a lot of self-control in really looking in ourselves, and saying that there is something we need to do in our day-to-day life. It doesn't have to be in any positions or in any capacity to give back, to reconnect with our spirituality in any ways you can, and give back to the community we belong out here. I also realized that when I did something that brought me into satisfaction, I lost a track of time, and I was lost in work. It dawned upon me that while working for the chamber, I ceased to look for outcomes and fruits of actions during those moments of time. Simply extending this logic, I concluded that Mahaphaleshu Kadachan, which is the concept, simply enables us to get lost in the work or ever enjoy and doing that. And we just saw that message that really, getting lost in Krishna, like they say, you just surrender yourself into myself, and then I will take care of all the rest of the things. So with this note, I just want to let you know that we are about 38-year-old organizations. I'm the 27th president of this organization. We promote trade, business. It's a purely non-profit organization helping professionals, entrepreneurs, and small, medium enterprise. If you want to get some more information, feel free to talk to me about that. With that note, I want you to have a wonderful afternoon with the great congregation which has put together, and great work being put together by the board of Iskcon out here in Brampton. I want to congratulate them and thank them for really inviting me to be able to speak a few words out here. Hare Krishna, and a wonderful day.
Thank you to Mr. Sanjay for his words. The next part of our program, we're going to be having a kirtan presentation by our Sunday school children. So for many of you who are familiar with Iskcon, we're sometimes called the Hare Krishnas. And this is because the mantra that we chant that is very important to our practice is called the Maha Mantra. So the process that we follow the process of Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga means to link or connect with the Supreme through the process of devotion and love to God. And this mantra that we chant is called a Maha Mantra. Mantra means to bring peace or calmness to the mind, and Maha because it is said to be the greatest mantra, the best way of doing that. We all live stressful lives. We all know how difficult life is these days. So this is a really good way to kind of ground ourselves and connect with God. And so the Maha Mantra, for those of you who are familiar, if you can all join me, and those of you who haven't heard it before, we're going to go through it so you can all, while they're singing, it's a chance, you'll have a chance to respond. So if you can all join me, I will say the words and you can just repeat it back to me. So Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
So the wonderful part of this program is that you get a chance to join in. Kirtan is a call and response singing. So when the devotees will lead you in the mantra, and then you get a chance to sing along as well. So please welcome our Sunday school students. They're headed by Kiran Prabhu, who is from Milton, and they're going to be engaging you for the next half an hour.